A New York Yankees insider has revealed the truth on one of the Yankees' biggest targets heading in to MLB free agency, and this says a lot about what the Yankees are going to be looking at come this offseason as the team looks to continually add more talent to this roster, while also another surprising name has been raised as well throughout this time, which did make things sort of take a turn. But right now, where the Yankees are looking to add more just talent overall to this team anywhere they can, we now know a huge update on this team that will dictate exactly more of what they're looking for in particular and why they are looking in the right way here, looking for third baseman and also guys around that area instead of one of the more debated positions over the past couple of weeks. We're going to dive into that and much more, guys, but real quick, if you are part of that 74% that's not subscribed to Yankees Digest, make sure to subscribe so you don't miss a single video. We have all the best videos coming out every single day that you don't want to miss out on. But let's jump right into it, guys. There is a lot to go over on the Yankees right now, because look, right now, where things stand for the team, Brian Cashman and the Yankees have found themselves in a very interesting spot. After getting eliminated by the Toronto Blue Jays, who went off to go to the World Series, there has been a lot of questions on how the Yankees can improve. How can they better themselves and go out there and continue to be a winning ball club? They're going to go out in free agency and try to make some moves. I mean, one of the ones that we do know a lot about is how they do want to re-sign Cody Bellinger, but also we've seen a lot of different targets get raised for the Yankees as potential options, and one of the guys we've heard about for the longest time now is Munetaka Murakami. Murakami, a first and also sort of third baseman, is an elite hitter, an absolutely elite power hitter, and like most power hitters, does struggle with the strikeouts. So you already hear that and figure, oh, well, that sounds like the Yankees right there. Murakami is coming over from Japan, where a lot of people do see that and instantly think Los Angeles Dodgers, which of course is certainly a possibility. But Murakami has also made things clear that it's not the only team he's looking at. But Chris Kirschner discussed all of this, mentioning that I know that Murakami is a popular target among fans. I don't see that happening though. Ben Rice is the first baseman next season. Giancarlo Stanton is the DH. There's no spot for him. And here's why things get really interesting. Because Murakami himself said, ideally, I'd like to play for a West Coast team, but I'm also interested in the New York Yankees. So on top of that, Murakami has shown interest in playing for the Yankees already. And when you consider that, you know the Yankees are going to be taking a look. Because Murakami, is he really made to play third base? Not exactly. He is a first baseman who could play third base in a pinch. But there is going to be the thought on the Yankees going after Murakami, adding more talent to this roster, adding another power hitter to the team, who also has shown instances of being able to really improve on the contact ball as well. The Yankees, according to Mark Feinsand, will be pursuing Murakami as well. And Murakami has had a lot of success over with the Yakult in Japan. I mean, the man last season played quite well, had a 273 batting average, which is one of the highest he's had, his second career high since 2022. Now, he didn't play in a full season this year, which we should consider. His slugging percentage was also as good as it ever was since 2022, which was his best year. And also, he had a good on-base percentage, has hit his on-base percentage in the 370s over the last 3 seasons as well, which is important to note. Yeah, he strikes out. There's no doubt about it. The man does strike out a whole lot. But at the same time, we have to understand he is a power hitter, and most power hitters are going to strike out. The question is, should the Yankees be going after a power hitter who plays first base, especially for a guy who's going to be commanding likely $200 million in free agency, if not more, when they also have Ben Rice? That's the real thing we have to consider here, because Ben Rice had a great season for himself, batting with a 255, having 26 home runs, an 836 OPS, an OPS plus of 131, a slugging percentage of 500, because I'm going to round up right there, and overall just is a nice player who obviously can step in and catch as well. Here's the thing. Do we really think that Munetaka Murakami is going to put up game-changing numbers compared to Ben Rice right here? Do you think it's going to be far and away above, if above at all? Let me know in the comments down below. I'm asking. I'm not asking a rhetorical question. I literally want to know what you guys think, because that kind of dictates exactly if the Yankees should be going after Murakami at all. I don't think so. I don't think there's really going to be a situation where Murakami comes in and is hitting better than 836 OPS. It's an all-star OPS, and Rice's contact has only gotten better when he's historically been one of the most unlucky players over the past 2 seasons to where the ball lands. Obviously, some of that is dictated by the player, but not all of it is. The majority of it is not. So when you consider that, we do have to understand that Ben Rice is the Yankees' future first baseman, and that the Yankees should be happy about that, because it dictates your position, while also you're paying a guy very little, so he's not going to eat into your money, especially when you do have a lot of money freed up after getting rid of Aaron Hicks's contract, and also just considering everything surrounding the Yankees, you should move and look at a third baseman. That's what just, for me, makes more sense at this time right now. I mean, again, Murakami's numbers are good. I'm not pretending they're not. I mean, just last season, let's look at his OPS. 379 on base, I almost said 363 slugging. We're going to have to make that bigger because apparently I'm blind now, guys. That's nice. 663. Yes, it's higher. It's in the ones. It's not lost on me. But he's going to the MLB. He's not going to be playing in Japan. It's a new era. New world. Not new era. Same era, but you're in a new world. And frankly, I don't think he's going to be going out there and having a 1-something OPS in the MLB. I think that Ben Rice is going to continue to hit in around the 800 some odd OPS area. I think Murakami, you could bank on those numbers too. So with that, I do think the Yankees should look in a different direction. Now, Kershaw did talk more just about everything, and he mentioned that depending on how his market develops, Kazuma Okamoto of the Yomiuri Giants makes sense. He hits lefties well, which the Yankees will need with Rice and McMahon being weak in that area. He can play first and third base. He has power and good contact rates. However, he may want to consider a place where playing time is more frequent and easier to come by. I do know, though, the Yankees have scouted Okamoto, which is very interesting when you look just at Okamoto's numbers, especially just considering everything. I mean, the Yankees, if they could land Okamoto and he could prove to be a reliable third baseman, I imagine they would have no trouble playing him over Ryan McMahon when Okamoto is coming off a season where his OPS is a 825. Like, when we look at that and understand that, I just did that wrong, excuse me for the bad math, or looking at his average. I mean, when his OPS is, high. I struggled on the math right there, guys. I'm not gonna lie. It's over 1 though. I mean, it's a 1. It's a slightly over 1. I'm not gonna do the rest of the math. I'm not here to be a mathematician, guys. I was never good at school. That's why I talk about sports on YouTube. So look, here's the deal. Should the Yankees go after one of these guys? Yeah. Who should it be? That's kind of your decision at the end of the day, because they're fairly similar players. There are some differences though. I mean, Okamoto has not as much of the home run power that we've seen out of Murakami. He's had great home run power, and he's shown a lot of home run power, and he does strike out a little bit less than Murakami as well. He also bats with a 277 for his career, whereas we see Murakami batted a little worse than that for his career, and Okamoto's coming off a season where he had a 327 batting average compared to Murakami's 273. I would rather Okamoto, if I'm being completely honest here. Now, neither one of these guys are going to wow you with their base running abilities or anything, but Okamoto is a slightly better base runner as well, which is something that we should be aware of. I like the idea of bringing in Okamoto for the Yankees because he's also more fit to actually play the third base position. When you consider that, I really like the idea of bringing in Okamoto for the Yankees. They should look into him. They should be willing to offer him a big deal because not only do you add a great talent to your team who can hit for contact and also has some power in that bat, but on top of that, you show, hey, we still can land Japanese talent on the East Coast of the United States. That's a big thing here. Now, Murakami, if the Dodgers decide to get rid of Max Muncy, is probably just going to sign with the Dodgers. Let's be honest. But at the same time, the Dodgers can't sign everyone coming over from Japan. They're going to run out of positions. And Okamoto kind of falls into that area to where the Yankees could really go out there and make a huge move for this team. Now, when it comes to DHing, we know Stanton's going to be there. Stan hit a 944 OPS this season, nearly a 600 slugging. He was absolutely phenomenal. 273 batting average, one of the best seasons he had once he came back from injury. Unfortunately, in the playoffs, he was unable to hit, which was a huge issue for the Yankees overall. But he is still going to be their DH going into next season, which we do have to consider for the team moving forwards. I like where the Yankees are at right now with these guys, and I actually sort of do prefer Okamoto with now where the Yankees stand, specifically in regards to having Ben Rice on the cheap instead of paying a ton of money for a first baseman, especially when we consider the fact that we're still not 100% sure what's going to happen with Aaron Judge and his future in the outfield. It does not make sense to pay Murakami right now, whereas Okamoto actually can play that third base spot. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments down below. Like this video, subscribe, turn on post notifications. Have a great day. Go Yankees.